Okay. The camera quality is awful, but it's what we've got to deal with for now. Okay. I'm just gonna post this in Okay. Set everything up. Wait for a few people to get in here before we start, I think. Okay. That's everywhere I need to announce it. Alright. So, where to even start with this guy? I kind of want to get our concepts up quickly. Let me just pull up Pure F. You guys won't be able to see this, but let me get that up so I can like work with that. Just gives me some more wiggle room. How's everyone doing today anyway? We having a good time? Can't hear me over the music, really? Okay, I'll just lower the music. Is that better? That should be better. Alright, so let's get some images in here. Get the Pure F up. Just gonna get all of our references up. Oh, hey, Game Dev. I'm just kind of grabbing a bunch of images. You guys can't see this right now, but I'm just grabbing all the images I need for referencing for this little guy here. Oh, that's bigger than the rest. Okay. Shrink that down. We're going to start the sculpt in just a minute. I'm just getting together images of stuff that I need. Oh yeah, we'll look at this as well. That's quite nice. Okay, I think I've got enough references to work on this. I think. Let me just see. I'm just grabbing some more. Is everything I need? Can't decide. I think so. I think I've got all the references I could ever need. I am also going to grab some of these ones. Okay. So we can start working now. I just want to get some wrinkle reference for this guy, because that's really what we're going to be doing first. I think the basic forms are mostly built out. mostly. The what thing? Are the references top secret? No. No, they are not. You just can't see them right now because I'm doing work on the side, and you can only see ZBrush, so that will be why. Alright, so I think I want to start with, I don't know, do I want to start with the head, or it's been a long time since I've done any of this stuff, so I've got to kind of figure out what I'm doing. I also need to move your chat window somewhere else. It's really in the way. So just give me just a second. Game overlay. Toggle positioning mode. Right, I'm going to position you guys like down here, I think. Okay, now I can see it. Cool. Chat window's moved. We can start work. So I think, I don't know. Where do I start on this guy? I kind of want to look at our head reference, see if I can come up with how to do it. Okay, I'm thinking we start with just the basic forms, right? So let's get some done on the head. So I kind of want to start merging stuff in immediately. Oh, they've all been named. Oh my god, legend. Okay, so what is this? It's in a part of the mouth. So that's all the mouth stuff. Where's the actual head? There we go. So I want to just merge down on some of these, I think. I think. Do I? These are the side bits of the jaw, right? Yeah. Cool. And this is the cranium. Okay, I'm kind of getting where we're going with it. Let's just merge the cranium right now with the cheek and the brow and stuff, right? So let's just merge down. Don't want to merge it with the jaw. Definitely don't want to merge it with the eye. The eyelids can come up. Where's eyelid 1? Like, where's the top half of the eyelid that I've not got? Why is it all the way down there? Okay, let's get those in there. And let's lower these. So, merge down. So this is the boring part, guys, where I'm just like figuring out what's what. So can I rename this? Rename this to just top jaw. So that's what we're gonna merge this with. So we need the beak and the nostrils as well. What are those brow pieces? Again, still working out what's what, because I didn't make the base mesh of this. This was someone else on the team. This was Loki, who streamed yesterday. So I'm now working out how to work with this. And most of the head should now be one piece. We're still missing a few pieces. Inner cheek. Yeah, I don't need the inner cheek merging just yet. Shoulder, I don't need any of that. Arm, leg, plane. What's this plane? That's the tongue, okay. Let me rename that quick. Cool. Head scales. Yeah, fuck it. We'll merge them in as well. Are any other parts like? What's this plane here? It's inside the mouth. Oh, okay, we're good. So if we now just merge this top jaw down again, this should all be one object now on the head, which I can work with quite nicely. So what we can now do, I think, is if we do something called Dynamesh down here, and we put it at like a 300 resolution. Why was that so awful? Huh? Okay, let's go for like this resolution then. Okay. And I don't want to lose too much form. So I can rebuild this form in a minute. I just want to kind of blend it all in, but let's up the intensity a bit and get that nice smooth bit there. I've got to turn on symmetry, so let's undo all that. And then let's turn on the symmetry. I can fix this all more later. Make it look more solid. Just for now, I want to build out the forms. Okay, that's looking good. So that can be merged onto the body in a minute. I think we should maybe merge it to the lower jaw first. Or should we have them separate for now? I'm not too sure. We'll look into that in a minute. What I want to do is focus on actually building out the head forms quick. So I have some reference here. And I just want to get the GIO brush, which I should have here somewhere in my downloads. Do I not have the Geo Smooth brush? Or the, yeah. I guess I don't. Time to go download it off one of the dev team. Second guys. How can I get this? I think I sent it to Nick if I can find Nick. Got it. Cool. There we go. So what I can do with this, if I just keep it on a low intensity, we can start to do creases. So let's just work on getting this brow ridge creased correctly. I think if we just up it to like a 7, like a 4 intensity, and we just want to let's go for the top one. The top one's going to kind of go along like that, and then we're going to go over, under, and I just kind of want to perk up the bits around the eyelid. Not too shabby, okay. Just want to emphasize some pieces around here. And then lightly smooth them out after, but right, if we lower that intensity right down, smooth that out. It's looking alright. Although this looks interesting. It doesn't quite look like how we had planned. Give me a minute. Let me look at the actual reference images we've got. Nostril seems to be in the wrong spot. Give me a minute. Let's bring you. No, way too big. Just move the nostril. Hey, what's up? I'm just gonna bring this up. More like that. And bring this brow up like that. It almost looks like it's too up now. Bring that in a bit. Kind of want it to be a smooth transition. There we go. That's looking a bit better, right? And then what we do is go back to the GIO brush. And we just lower that right down. And we just kind of put that on like a 2 intensity. And we can just cut into here. There we go. Make sure I cut right into there. We don't want to give the impression like there's a... Alright. Progress, again. I'm getting back into it. It's been a while since I've actually sculpted anything like that, so I've got to really focus on the different bits. So let's go back to the head reference of this guy we had earlier. I think the safest thing to do here is just start to smooth out this line. I don't think we need this crazy transition line. And instead what we're going to do is just maybe up the draw size a bit. Just kind of cut into these a bit. So we've still got that definition. And I think here, I think this is missing like a big piece here I'm going to add in. But we can add that in later. Let's just make sure we can define some things for now. Just want to have these nicely defined so that they stand out. So I can really see what I'm working with. And yeah, I see the problem already. Let's just get the standard brush and go really small. Not smaller than that. Lower the intensity. And we just want to build up this bulge here. It's a bit bigger than it was. I really think that's what was throwing me off. Yeah, absolutely. Looks so much better now. Cool. So I think we can probably start to merge in the 2 head spikes into the head. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. So let's get the GIO brush again, which I need to do this for. Turn that up. I'm just going to go straight through the middle on this one. Turn the intensity up. Just cut straight through. It's a bit harsh. Maybe lower it. Once it merges to the body, we'll be able to do more with it as well. So I'm not too worried about making it perfect for now. Let's lower that size. Just going to go over all the head scales, make sure they're looking, like, you know, fairly obvious. Although they don't need to look crazy right now because we're going to go back over them. I just want to get the general shape down. Right. Okay. I'm getting a lot of messages right now, sorry guys. So, I think, yeah, let's go for merging the spikes into the head now. So, where are the spikes? The head spikes. Oh, they're all one thing? Alright, we'll merge the spikes in later then, at the end. Let's start merging the bottom jaw in. So let's move this up here. I'm just gonna merge down. Okay. Okay. We need the bottom up, merge down. Yep. Right, that's the most of the bottom jaw in. So what we can do now is go back to Dynamesh. We'll just kind of blend it all in nicely. I want to keep some of the form that we've got here because some of it's really nice, like this under part of the jaw. Some really nice form I can work with. But I don't want to keep all of it, you know, just some of it. There we go. Smooth out some bits. That's the base bits done. Now, bottom part of the jaw. On our references, did we add beak to it? We did. Okay. So I kind of need to define this beak a bit with the geo brush. It kind of comes back here. Why does it end? It ends under here. Okay. It's looking decent now. There we go. More close up of the head wrinkles and stuff, so I can actually have a look. So smaller wrinkles we don't need to do right now. Just need to do the big ones. I'm gonna smooth this out and redo the eye wrinkles in more of a fashion that I'm happy with. I feel like they get more wrinkled as they get closer, right? I know there'd be like some like down here, but not very vivid ones, so maybe blend that out a bit. And then there'd be some quite close to the top here. And I know there'd definitely be some kind of wrinkles here. Or would there? Maybe not. Okay. That head's looking better. Do you know what? This bit looks fucking weird to me. There's something weird about this part here. I feel like if I just get the move brush and just pull, no, I have to be more careful with it. Pull this down. Do we not think that looks way better and more natural of a transition? It really does. That looks so much more natural. There was something really weird about that jaw. I don't know if you guys could see it or not, but I think that looks better now. Alright, so I think we should work on the arms now and build the arms out. I kind of want to remove the arm scales for now while I work on like muscle structure. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me remove the scales. Where are they? Body scales. Let's remove the body scales and the arm scales. In fact, just the arm scales. What do the body scales include? Okay, they include that part. So let's work on the front legs. Let's get some front leg reference of what it would look like. I'm struggling to find some solid front leg reference. Okay, so that's actually pretty good there. Okay, so let's merge all these down. So merge down. Is it the whole leg? Yeah. If I deselect it, turn it on or off. Yeah. Cool, so what I want to do now is dynamesh this. Let's go for like higher resolution. Let's go for like 200. Okay, I think I can work with this for now. Just do some basic shaping. No, actually it needs to be a little bit higher, I think. Let's go for like that. Okay. And I forgot to symmetrize. Wait, there was a shoulder piece that I've missed. Subtool. What did I miss? Ah, first shoulder. Okay, merge down. And then geometry, dynamesh. Boom. Shoulder's now merged in. Okay. So how to do this now? I think if we get the clay build up and just start to work on muscle structures, right? So I think where would have the most muscle on this guy? What parts of his arms? I need to get some more references from Ankylosaurus. One sec. I need to get some really good like references for the arms, because I'm not too sure how muscular they would be. And from a lot of the images I'm seeing, not that muscular. They're kind of fatty in some places, but not muscular. Right, so let's build out some structure anyway, for the sake of it. But yeah, they're not that actually big and muscular, as you'd think. So it looks like they'd have some shoulder muscle going on here. I can turn up the smoothing, just to get that down. Maybe not that high. Like a 10. Just get that muscle structure in. Is that really how our reference looks from the front? It's really not that bulky from the front. Although I do need to turn off perspective. Do you know, it's almost correct. There's something off about it though. I think I need to bring this in. Yeah, it looks a lot better. I think what it's missing, just pull that up. I think what it's missing here is some like solid kind of structure there. I'm just gonna pull that in. It's looking a bit better. Okay, it's missing some like proper muscular structure at the front of its arms here, which I'm gonna build in. Let me just put that in. Okay, that looks better. I think what I need to start doing now, just gonna build up the front here. Oh, that's too much. Okay, I'm just gonna build up the front and blend it all in. Okay, and what I want to do now is just do some creases. So for the wrinkles and creases, I'm just gonna use the soft forms brush again. I'm gonna cut in through here. I think that's how I've seen them do it, but actually I can't tell. There's quite a few places where they've got wrinkles and creases. That's not a good reference. I'm looking for good, like, body reference. Trying to find one with good leg reference. Just give me a minute, guys. For wrinkles. That one's not awful. It's not great though. Hey Dana, how you doing, man? I'm not finding any really good reference for this stuff. So we're just gonna kind of cut in. And then lower the brush size. And we're just gonna kind of probably need to dynamesh a little higher, actually, so that I can cut in deeper. I'm doing good, man. Just enjoying a bit of ANKY work. Okay, let's say there's going to be another skin fold there or something, I don't know. No, the other skin fold would probably be on the top, wouldn't it? Should be coming from there. Do you know what I think actually? If I get a standard brush and just kind of build up this top bit here. think that works. Something throwing me off about how far back that is, but maybe it is right. It's definitely throwing me off about this part here. Let's work on that. That looks better. There we go. I kind of actually want to go into using oxide right now. Okay, let me just grab this oxide brush again. Because I don't actually remember where you get oxide. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Right. Let's get this up. I'm just gonna get my new brush, material, because I want to be able to see my wrinkles a little better. So here, load, open that. There we go. Now I can kind of see the forms and wrinkles a little cleaner. And I can work on some bits. So I kind of want to bump up some bits with standard. Just to give the face a bit more puffiness in places. Like along the brow ridge, and especially along here. So if I just go here, I want to give the eyelids that puffiness that it's supposed to have, you know? And then in between we can just cut into it. Up the draw size and just kind of puff out these eyelids a bit. And then we'll just kind of build out this here. Maybe not as aggressively. Maybe just lightly build it out. So it all comes out as one kind of piece, if that makes sense. And we can rework the wrinkles around the eye later. It's just temporary. And I think just upping the size and just going over this head crest. Building out some general kind of plumpiness and then pushing in this part here. I want to flatten out this whole section. And then let's whack this right up. Let's just smooth all this out flat. Oh, maybe not that harshly. Yeah. Let's smooth all this out here. It's looking good. That's how we want it. We can actually get in with the smooth brush and just fix up some bits that look a bit too pixely as well. There are parts that do need a good smoothing down. Like over here. Some bits that need a good smooth. Okay. I'm happy with the head for now. I think we can move on to possibly blending in the feet to the legs, but I'm not sure. Maybe we can do that. Let's try that. So let's select the legs. And I want, where are the feet? Let's bring the shoulders all the way up to front foot, front claws. And we're just gonna merge down. Alright, and for now let's just dynamesh this. So that's involved. Good. Did that dynamesh just completely ruin my thing? Oh, I need to go forward one. Okay. No, it didn't actually. This just looks kind of weird anyway. I think we'll smooth this part out just here. It's because of the dynamesh, it looks a little weird, but it's fixable. What I want to do now is again dynamesh it and then lower the intensity and just kind of smooth it all in. I want to dynamesh a little higher for this actually. Let's get that form preserved. We don't want to lose any form. I'm going to go on the underneath. We can fix the pads later. The pads on the bottom of the feet and stuff. So make sure those feet are actually part of the body. So what I want to do is just take the clay brush, put the intensity at like 4, and just kind of build up some pads on the bottom of these feet. I should probably actually have a look at Ankylosaurus feet, if I can get an image of it. Let's see, can I get a footprint of an Ankylosaurus that doesn't look dumb? It's difficult to actually find a good reference of a footprint. So I guess instead we'll just kind of figure out as we go. So I feel like there must be one big pad in the middle here, and then 2 larger pads at the back here. Right? Does that look right? And you know what, we can build them out as well. Just kind of fit their spaces. It just doesn't look silly. Okay. I think that's kind of what we're looking for. I want to get some more reference for the feet. Like up close. Just see how other people have done them. They're very simple. I'm gonna get the GIO. No, actually, we can get a standard brush quickly. I'm just gonna kind of up the draw size, maybe not too much, the intensity a bit. I'm just gonna kind of bring out the front of the ankle here. And then just a little bit above until it's kind of like a smooth transition. And then I want to bring up these bits to exaggerate them a bit. And just kind of blend it in. And then with this GIO brush, we're just going to go in on a low intensity. Just kind of cut underneath this a bit. And then on a really low smooth, go over it again. That just gives us that little form over the feet, which looks quite nice. And then in here we can kind of, I don't know, how did ANKY feet look that way? Yeah, they were kind of webbed, weren't they? Very mildly, but they were. So we're just gonna kind of, I'll just lightly cut into it on each side. And also I kind of want to cut over the top of them as well. Like get the main wrinkle forms on there. Smooth that in, and that's done. That front leg I think is good for a base form. So we can probably move on to our next step now, which will be the back legs, I think. I think the back legs is the most important bit next, and then we can do the main body, tail, and so on. Alright, let's get these back legs done. We'll probably just finish out building the base part of it today, and work on the rest later. So let's merge down on all these. Is that whole leg for now? Yeah, cool. That's what we want. So let's dynamesh this up to about 300. And then just smooth it out on like a decently high intensity. So we got that proper smoothing going. None of that weak shit. Okay. I forgot to enable symmetry, so we're going to do that quick. And do the inside of the leg. That's not looking good. Why is it doing that? Okay, fixed. Cool. So we don't want to lose too much form on the leg, so let's just kind of keep it reasonable. And there we go. And now we can build out this leg muscle, because it's going to have a significant amount, I think. And then we're going to work on where the body and legs join. The scales can go over the top at the end. Okay. Let's get the clay build up and just build some basic muscle structure, I think. Obviously not too much where it looks silly, but we do want to just build out. Maybe that's too intense for. There we go. And then on the back here, we need more of a proper calf structure, so let's lower this down and just kind of build out the calves. And this is actually quite intense, this bump at the back here. I don't want to lose out on having that, so we will. And then the back of the feet actually come out quite a bit more than they look like they do. So let's just do that. I'd also say the front of this needs widening a little bit. Alright. So, I think if we can just build out this kneecap a bit. The kneecap does need exaggerating just slightly. I think the form of that leg is finished. It just needs now some like wrinkle definition and bits and pieces. Something about it looks off. And I can't tell what. I think. Huh. I don't know. I might not mess with it. I know we'll get some advice on it once I have built out the body more. Let's start to actually do. Should we merge into the body yet or no? Maybe we shouldn't. Can I turn on some more spikes and stuff that I turned off before? Body scales, wrist scales. Let's turn these back on so I can see what it's going to look like. Yeah, like for example, if we go to the body scales. Where are they? Body scales. There they are. We need to get the move tool on a large pull and just pull them back out because they are not even inside that leg anymore properly. Although probably not with a brush that big. It probably needs to go forward a little bit. Let's lower that and let's just kind of pull them out so they're actually still on the leg because they weren't. And we don't want to lose these because Loki spent a lot of time doing this. Okay, they're all back on the leg. And I forgot to symmetrize, so all the way back to beginning you go. Pull that out a little bit more, and then all we have to do is pull this little part outwards as well. And push this little part in. Let's put it out like that. Let's go down the draw size, push this in. We don't want any bit of it sticking out too much. We also don't want to lose any detail on them, so I think that's okay. Okay, I'm quite impressed with how these are coming along, actually. He's starting to look better and better, so need a trim. I'll think about it. It's good to see you though, Con. Yeah, my hair's pretty long now, actually. But the girlfriend likes it and I can't bother cutting it, so saves time, I guess. Body. Let's work on the body now. I think if we dynamesh this up to like 200, probably even more. I think it's 300. Just give it a good smooth all over, I think. Shit. I just remembered. Do that. Good smooth all over. So we keep the form, but it doesn't have that weird shape to it anymore. Okay, he's actually coming along really nice, dude. Like, really, really nice. So what I kind of want to do is take the standard brush here, and how big is that? Okay, quite big. Let's lower the intensity and the size. No, I need the size quite big though. Maybe up the intensity. I just kind of want to build out these blobby parts on the body. You know, let's get bigger and just maybe lower the intensity again. It's too much. Maybe I should actually go in with the geo brush and just kind of cut in between, if that makes sense. So like this for now. Okay, well I need to actually make sure they're central lines. So which one did Depths actually really like? Because there was one that you really liked that I can't. It's this one here. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. So we just need to be cutting round and through. And now I can work on those lines after. Let's just bring that round under there. One last one there. Yeah, I just need to add some extra form to these, which is easily doable. Again, that's going to cut off there, but we'll work on that. Get that cut under there. Through here and down. Although that looks a bit of a mess, so we'll bring it like round and up. And then just going to keep cutting down. And then at the end here, it's as simple as just lowering the draw size and just kind of cutting through this loop here. Alright. It's working. I think what we need to do now is, again, grab this standard brush, just up the size a bit, and just kind of build out some of this structure in the middle here. I can fix the things after. I just think this is really necessary for the actual form of the body. It adds that lumpiness that we need on this guy, although these ones don't look quite good enough compared to the rest. And that one looks a little too exaggerated. That one's a bit better like that, I think. Let's lower the size so it doesn't get too much. I'm just going to cut through that middle bit there, like that, on each one. And if you look now, it's actually got some form. Although not enough. I think I need to go over it again. So that form we're starting to get on it. Beautiful. And we can start to blend it out as well. And also lower the draw size down to like a 25, so we can do these other bits here without it looking ridiculous. And as we go further down the tail, we're just gonna lower our size even more and keep building these lumps and just make them less exaggerated each time until it's done. Body structure's looking good now. Now, to not give myself a false sense of structure, let's go back and find Matte Cap White, which I have no idea where it is now. Is that it? No, Matte Cap White Cavity I need. Right, let's quickly lightbox White Cavity. Okay, let me just get a full screenshot for the team quickly. Actually, it's probably better if I do this, and then I can actually get a proper full screenshot. Alright. I'm really liking how he's looking, to be honest. Okay, so what we need to do now is get in this mode, get the move brush, turn up the size, just start to pull these out so that they're not like hidden under his bulky body, basically. So I don't want to lose any of this detail, you know? I'll make sure we keep every single bit of it. So let's push that one in. And on the top here, like this kind of stuff, just pull it out. Don't want to lose any of this. Pull every bit of this out. And I think that is probably good enough for now. Let's move that back a bit so it's not too in the way of the rest of the thing. That's good. Looks good. Let's get back to Oxide though. I really just like looking at it in Oxide. It's really nice. Okay, I think we're gonna merge the back feet onto the legs now. I'm just trying to think of things I can do without like needing depths to double check things. So let's do that. Move up. So let's merge down. Okay, and then we need to Dynamesh, geometry, Dynamesh. Oh god, let's Dynamesh pretty high then if it's going to cause problems. And then let's just lower and lower, move up this a bit, and then just smooth that in. Okay, front and back feet. Back feet I don't think need that kind of definition on the front, so I think I'll leave that out. I think all the back legs need is some like nice creasing here. Maybe a fold at the above, but you know. Definitely some creasing along this bit here. So what I think, if we just take the standard brush, just kind of build out kind of a lumpy bit above the top here. Like a fold almost. Like that. And smooth it out. And what I want to do is just gently smooth out this crease so it's not so harsh. And I also want to get another crease coming in. Let's bring that other crease down a bit. That's looking good. I think this guy's looking pretty good. Missing spike. Where is there a missing spike? Here? Well, hopefully Cyborg gets back to me in time. I've just asked Cyborg specifically which spike was missing. Let's go for lasso. Just gonna grab that. We're going to actually grab both of that. Cool. We're going to, is it subtool and then split mast points. And now we have these spikes, right? So what we do with these is duplicate these, turn on symmetry, turn off dynamic, and I think if we move them, let's move them forward and up and back a bit. And then what I think I can do is if I get the move brush, I think dynamically it should only pull, nope. Yeah, it only pulls one of them each side, cool. So what I can do is do that. I think what I want to do for this one specifically is really lower that size, pull this like kind of out, and I also want to pull it like more flat, right? And bring it more back. Nice, we got those extra spikes in. Was a missing spike that we almost didn't add back. Oh, I do need to fix up that though, that looks kind of weird. It's kind of goofy. Let's get that in. Let's pull it down for some more effect. Oh, I'm back up this way, like this. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Wondering color regions mid sounds in the null model. Color regions we're not 100% decided on yet, but we're it probably not. Color regions will probably be different. Like we have two different patterns. We have a base pattern and a paleo pattern for every creature. Paleo pattern's usually more fancy, stripy, and the base pattern's usually more simple, like the old versions, really. Alright. I don't want to go too much further without consulting Depths on this. So I don't have the chance to actually consult him. Because he's not around right now. So what to do right now? What do you guys think? Alright, I think what we can do is start to work on some underbelly stuff and probably merge the head to the body soon. The inside of the mouth can get done at the very end of this process. I don't want to do it right now. We might take a Monster Hunter break soon, just because I'm feeling like taking a short break from this. I don't know if you guys are cool with that or what. Also, why has my music stopped? That's weird. Hmm. Ugh. Okay, so Kraken's saying we could do a slightly flattening some of the big side spikes. Okay. Let's merge the legs into the body then. I think we'll do the side spikes after. Kind of want to work on the legs right now, so let's bring the legs to the body. So let's grab the hip, bring them all the way up to the body. And you know what, actually let's put the claws, no, let's leave the claws separate for now. I'm just going to turn off the, no, I'll keep the claws on, just leave them separate. Kraken's giving me a little go ahead on that, because he thinks it's good, so I'll take his word for it. Let's merge these down. And here we go. Boom. And let's dynamesh this. I think if we just dynamesh it a little higher of a res, should be able to smooth that in a little easier. Okay, for this I want to really rack up the intensity of the smoothing. For this part here. These osteoderms can be fixed later. I don't want the legs to look out of place. Why does it keep zooming out? Stop. Okay. Okay. So let's have a look at how people have merged the legs on the body in the past. It's really smooth, like on most ANKYs. So actually, what seems to happen is this part seems to come more forward like this. And this more in. I'm going to do some clay build up here. I'm just going to kind of build this to be like a nice flat level bit here. Let's just up this. And if we just up the draw size and lower the intensity, I just kind of want to build up this bit here. But I don't want to lose the form of the leg while I'm doing this. It's my only main concern. So let's just quickly smooth that out. So I think my main concern is we're going to lose leg form here, which I really don't want to do. Let me just do that, so we can see we've still got that. Why does that look really off? No, we're going to go right back. Okay, it looked a little better after this bit. Okay, the ANKY leg looks good now. So what I can actually do now is get the GIO forms brush. And just start to bring this kind of down. Just so we've got that kind of form that I can work with. And then with this stuff we can kind of cut under here. And I think as well under there like that. So where the leg merges here, there needs to be a lot more fattiness, I think. Like skin almost. So let's get the clay build up. Let's just up the intensity, lower the size. Up the intensity significantly actually. And I think just here we need to build up some kind of like almost webbing, which sounds really daft, but you'll see what I mean. So where the leg merges on, there needs to be that kind of thing there. And just smooth that in. If we lower the intensity right down, we can kind of smooth in this, so it doesn't look ridiculous. Same with this as well. Just kind of smooth it in, rather than it looking crazy. I think we can go ahead and do the front legs as well. Let's merge those front legs in. And we'll just go ahead and dynamesh that too. And up the draw size, up the intensity to like a 26, and we'll just kind of merge in these pieces here. There's parts that really need over smoothing, like this, where I'm just gonna have to put it right up to a 50. And if you look now, hopefully, yeah, it could still do with a bit of build up here, I think, just to smooth that in more, you know. Maybe not as much, maybe just like here. And we'll just kind of build in this part. This is the part that I was concerned was going to look silly. Alright. Looking better. And we just build up some of this. We got that form underneath. So I think what's missing here is some kind of like shoulder form here. Let's put that shoulder form in. There's no like significant bit of shoulder here that I kind of want to add in. That's better. And we can kind of smooth out the top there. And I think what we can do is just with the gyro brush again, on a low intensity, just kind of go up here. And then on a low smooth, just kind of smooth that out. And again, up here, lower the draw size, up the intensity a little. Let's get these creases in. Just smooth out one side of them. And these are just going to come like up and round. Same with here. I think I want to up the intensity so I can reduce it later. Just like here, I just kind of want to and then I can just smooth that out, you know, make them less harsh. I actually really don't like these. Never mind. We'll redo those. I need to find some good reference for like leg wrinkles on this guy. There's just not many. Like, I can kind of theorize what they're gonna look like. But in general, they're not easy to work with. Okay, that one's awful. Let's bring that around. Not that either. Okay, and then this is just going to kind of cut off here, and then a little lower here. And then we had some on top as well, which I think can be these ones. And if we just kind of not smooth them over like that too much, it's just like a 2. And just lightly smooth them over so they're not as harsh. How's that look? That looks nice. I think we could probably up the resolution on this Dynamesh, to be honest. Probably up it quite a bit actually. Let's go for 10 intensity. Okay, maybe not that high. I do actually want to lower this intensity down. So if we look here, this is too harsh down the bottom here. So we'll smooth all this out a bit. No, I lose all the form then. Okay, we're gonna lower this down then. Just kind of want to go like, yeah, bigger brush size does help actually. Okay, so what I need to do is just really lower the intensity on this and just kind of smooth it out towards the edges. Beautiful. Got some proper kneecaps going. And again here, just going to wrinkle out the bottom here. And at the back here as well, I think there should be extra wrinkles at the back as well. That kind of just merge into the top here. I'll just kind of blend these in as well. That back leg's looking good. So I think we've got to add some like wrinkles coming under here, and I really want to just kind of build out this form here. Let's smooth that out more. I really just want to keep it very simple. Again on the back here, just want to keep it really nice and basic, although I don't like those. That looks good. Here, if we can just get more of this cutting in, maybe lower the size. And obviously we need to cut a big old crease through this. So I'm thinking for the crease that cuts through here, we go up and lower this by one. Alright, any more leg wrinkles? I think there should be some over the top a little bit. Just lower the size. I'm just gonna kinda, actually no, let's up the size to like a 20. I'm just gonna kinda cut through here. Some light cuts. Yeah. I think what we can actually do with, I know it sounds really silly, but just like a kind of some fleshy folds coming in here. So from like here to here. Maybe I should actually get the standard brush and build that out first. Let's do that. So build out some kind of like heart. Let's up the intensity. Alright, let's smooth this right out. That looks good. And then from there, get GIO brush, and we just kind of up the intensity. Maybe not that high. Up the draw size though to like a 20. And we just kind of okay. So we need to move the nostril upon Deps's request. Okay, so they're more side facing apparently than front facing, so if I just up this move, just kind of drag the nostril around. I think what I'm going to need to do is pull this right round. Like that, smooth it a bit. And then just kind of pull this out so you can't really see the front. And then dynamesh it. And then, wait no, go back. Let's dynamesh a bit higher. And then get this soft forms brush and just kind of pull out. Okay, so Deps has just given me some feedback and some things we can change. So I've just moved the nostril, that was the first issue. Okay, let's thicken up these back legs then. I think just doing the inflate brush might do the job. Inflate does create some weird topology if you're not careful though, so I've got to be really careful where and how I use this. But if we keep it on a low intensity, that's just wanted the whole back leg thickening up. So the lower back legs need to be thickened up. So just this whole back end, you wanted fattening. I wonder what he thinks of this. Let me see. Okay, let's just go back a few. I actually kind of agree, those back legs looking fatter look a bit better. Do you know what though? It's missing now this like nice calfy bit it had. Right. Okay. So I think we'll have to redo these ankle things, but it's fine. We'll redo them in a minute. I just want to get Deps's opinion on some of this little bits. Alright. I'm quite happy with that skin fold I got there. Looks good. I think I'm going to merge the head with the body soon. How much longer have I got to work on this? 2 hours. Alright. Cool. I think I'm going to start adding some body wrinkles. I think that's what's missing right now. Like some nice kind of like wrinkles coming down from here. So maybe splitting off from here. I don't know. No, we can cross wrinkles, right? Kind of some coming like... Something like that, maybe. And we just blend them out with very low intensity. No, I'll come back to that part. I'm not 100% happy with that, so I'm not going to do it. Cool. Alright, I think I kind of want to finish up the head detailing. You know? We can do the inside of the mouth later. Is there going to EVO trike? No, there's no need to. The trike in the game I think is fine. We will be doing some other creatures similar to a trike, but no, there won't be an EVO trike. As far as I'm aware anyway. I mean, you know, I'm not the be all and end all of this, but ANKY is reference. Arc 2 ANKY is reference. A little bit. It was mostly a mix of like Arc 2 ANKY. I think we used quite a lot of like, you know, prehistoric planet stuff, as well as our own kind of just references we found around the internet. So there's quite a few things we took as reference, really. Oh, we got 9 people in here. Welcome, everyone. Depps' announcement really blew it up. Cool. Alright, so let's start to build up some of the face. I think what I want to do is just really gently go around the beak and just build up the beak a bit. Just to give it a bit of extra form, because right now it's just not got any. If we just mess it all up like that a bit, which looks really silly, but then we just raise the size and intensity of the smoothing. Prehistoric Planet's awesome. I love Prehistoric Planet. So now we've got some like bumpiness and messiness to the beak, which I really wanted. And we'll just smooth this part out as well. I think we need to go to a higher intensity for this bit. Just to get that nice and smooth without looking silly. But now that beak has got some proper like roughness to it, you know? Yeah, arc trike's undersized, but then again, half the things in the game are oversized. I would say realistically, the arc trike's actually the right size compared to a human, but the rest of the things in the game are just too big. Alright. So yeah, exactly what Depp said. It doesn't warrant a TLC just to make it bigger. Also, welcome, Deps. Just kind of want to cut into this, make some. Oh my god, I hate some of the controls for ZBrush. I always mess them up, dude. Alright, I mean, this isn't essential right now. I'll fix more of this later. But I do just kind of want to make sure that some parts are very clearly separated, because later on it's going to be necessary. Yeah, the trike model and trike animations are fucking great. Doesn't need any work on that end. Okay, I'm just going to lower this brush size and just kind of make some cuts here. Just want to build out this part of the head a little bit. Again, I can come back to this later, but I do want to do a little bit of it now. Oh look, we've got a hidden depths. Can I keep this? This was unintentional, but we have a hidden cock on the head. Can I keep the cock scale? I like it. Sorry about the camera quality, by the way, guys. I'm using my laptop at the moment because I'm not at home. Okay. I can do a bit more defining later, but that's good for now. We've got to add a few in places as well, so I can do that in a little bit. It's just defining it a little bit for now. Alright, let me get the clay build up. And what I want to do is just build up around the spikes here. Yeah. Kind of blend that in there as well. Looks good. The metal whacker. We got a big kind of crazy looking one at the back here. Okay. I'm just gonna exaggerate the bottom here a little bit. Going up into the beak, and we'll just separate the beak again in a second. I think for the top eyelid, I just want to kind of bring it out a bit. Not that much. Let's lower the intensity, up the draw size. I want to bring the whole eyelid out a bit, actually. Yeah. Okay, the head's probably actually getting very close to be ready for detailing. I think the head's looking alright. The bottom of the head needs a bit of work, this needs a bit of work. But like the shape's fine. Kentro needs a TLC. I don't know, we have the Paleo Kentro, which just makes it bigger and rideable. I don't think it needs anything more than that, to be honest with you. Okay, can I just up this? Okay, it actually needs to be more like this. Yeah, there we go, now they line up. Alright, head's looking good. From the front, from the sides, yeah. Nice. Alright, I think it's time to merge the head with the body now. I think we need to maybe do a bit of work on the bottom jaw. But I think that's just some exaggerations we need to do, like bringing out this bottom jaw bit here. And I kind of want to exaggerate the jaw muscle at the back there. It's not got a very strong jaw, but I do still want to give it some exaggeration. Okay, beautiful. I think now we just take this brush, wherever it is, just kind of lower the intensity. Let's kind of draw this out. Something like that looks good. Oh really? I didn't see that in Rebecca's Discord, right? Okay, let me just find this. Where the hell? Rebecca's server, here it is. You have the derp ANKY? Is it like a sticker? Or is it like a emote? Looks like it's a sticker, I assume. Oh right, it's the skull. Oh, okay. It's the little skull thing. Love it. Okay. I think what we can start to do... I think I need to pull this forward. So just give me a second. These are not in the right spots. No, this. Need to readjust where these all are. Okay, you know, that looks a bit better. Because we can work with those like ones that are stuck in the body. Actually, they're workable, you know. I think the ones out here need to be moved a little bit, like that. Readjust some positions of them. I think the legs look good now. Just need to do a bit more work on the front legs, I think, but not much. And then we can start to merge in pieces. The tail will be the last bit I want to do. I want to do the tail at the end, because the tail's like a nice little, I don't know, it's like a nice little job to do at the very end. I'll be streaming for probably another hour and a half, by the way, guys, so feel free to hop in and out at your, whenever you want, really. Okay. So, what should I do next? What do you guys think? What's the next step? Should we work on merging the head to the body? Should we work on doing some wrinkles along the body? We could work on the front leg pieces. What do you think? Which one? I think we'll do the head to the body. I think merging the head to the body is probably a solid. Oh, we could do the inside of the mouth. Wait, how delayed is the stream? Okay, it's not. Neck and legs, cool. I thought the stream was like really delayed because I just got a really late response. Cool. I actually kind of want to hide this a minute. Oh god! EVO ANKY, guys. That's hideous. What's gonna be the drag rate of the ANKY? Heavy. That's all I can tell you. Okay, I kind of needed to merge this in. I don't think it needs much work. I think what I'm going to do is do the teeth last. So let's bring up the inner cheeks. Let's do those first. Alright. Oh, no details. Okay. So I thought we were going to make him slightly heavier. I don't think we actually know what the drag weight's going to be. But he's going to be bigger than base ANKY as far as I'm aware, so whether we're going to make the drag weight huge or not, I have no idea. Like Dep said, we haven't really talked about that. That's a good point. Alright. So let's dynamesh this into the head. And just very lightly smooth it in. I don't want to harshly smooth this. Okay. That looks good. We can make it look more exaggerated soon. I now want to get the bottom jaw attached in, like the gums. Is it actually called gums, or is it called something else? Yeah, gums. Cool. What's this bit? Oh, the bottom of the tongue. Okay, I kind of want to keep that separate for now. Depths, actually, I need to ask you, because I don't know, are we doing much tongue animation? Because if we are, I might keep the tongue separate for now. If we're not, I'll just merge it in. Are we doing anything with like the tongue? Because I feel like on ANKY you're not going to fucking see it anyway, but... Okay, I want to get the gums and attach them to the head. Let's grab all these. Let's merge those down. Okay, and then we can kinda... Ah, okay. Okay, For now then, I'm gonna leave the tongue until very last. And I'll merge it. No, I won't. Yeah, I'll leave it until like the end of the base building. Yeah, I'll attach it, but I'll keep it like till last, so I can do everything else first. Just so I don't mess around with it too much. I don't want to like take away from its form at all. There's quite a bit of smoothing to do at the back of this mouth. Is there a way I can just like... Yeah, perfect. I mean, I don't really need to smooth this part out. You're never going to see it, but I'll do it anyway, because attention to detail. Okay, for now, that's looking good. I'm going to start working on the inside of the mouth in a minute, doing a bit of form. But I might save a little bit of that for detailing as well, because I kind of want to use alphas for the inside of the mouth. It's usually really good. Yeah, see there's bits up here that I've... Oh god. Go back. Okay, smooth that all out. Okay, that's all connected now, so I can probably start to connect this and this. We'll come back to the inside of the mouth in a minute. Let's connect those together. And dynamesh them. We're going to go really high on the dynamesh though. How high is poly count is it going to give me actually? Shit. We can always reverse it if it goes crazy. 2 million, that's okay. I probably actually don't want to be that high, but I don't want to lose any form either, so it's fine. Let's go a little higher and just kind of smooth all these in. We can fix that later where it's looking a bit goofy. Especially the bottom of the jaw here really needs to be a lot smoother. Probably just Ankylosaurus again, I think. Oh, you bastard. Okay, I'm gonna go for a little lower this time when I dynamesh it. I believe it's just gonna be called Ankylosaurus. Like, it won't be called EVO ANKY because, you know, we're replacing the base game one. Or I don't know, Depps, are we just gonna call it like, you know, the name of the creatures, or are we actually gonna, are they gonna be called EVO something in game? Like, what's it gonna be? What's the naming convention we're doing? I don't remember any of that stuff. So I thought it'd be better if we're replacing the in-game creatures just to call them their base names. Add like some kind of neck bits under here. Or does that look silly? No, that kind of looks alright. Just kind of reduce it a little bit. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, head is officially attached. So the whole creature's one piece now, apart from like the other bits. So I just need to start working on. In fact, I'm not even gonna mess with that yet. I don't think I should mess with the spikes yet. I don't know what to do with the spikes right now. I'm trying to think. Well, that's because there's no such, because it's not a plesio, right? Like the one in the game is not a plesio, it's an elasmosaur, right? Like a plesiosaur is a type of, like, it's like a species, right? As far as I gather. Not a species, is it a genus? Is that what you call it? So I'm pretty sure the reason we're doing that is because yeah, that's what I was gonna get around to, is what Depp said. Arx plesiosaur is elasmo, so it just makes sense to just rename it elasmo, because they didn't specify what kind of plesiosaur, right? So yeah, that new pliosaur's kind of crazy though. Okay, nuts. Okay, let's have a look at the front view. Does it still look good? I think it does. I think the front view's still looking solid. Just gonna look at some. Oh wait, yeah. Oh yeah, Karuga's thing is Ed Montana, you're right. Okay, I kind of want to do a little bit more stuff here. I'm still not quite done with the head. We've got to get like some more wrinkles in here. We just get some form coming in. That looks a bit silly there, actually. I'm gonna just smooth that out slightly. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. Okay, he's not gonna have a tank saddle. As far as I'm aware, from current plans, no tank saddle. But everything is always subject to change, I guess. I feel like, no, I don't think ANKY is a tank. I mean, he's tanky, don't get me wrong, right? He is naturally going to be that way. But a tank saddle wouldn't. No. No, no, no. I don't know what I'm allowed to talk about on this stream, so I'm not going to, like, say what I mean, I'll let Deps answer questions whenever he's here, if he wants to, because I know the stream isn't for donators only, so I don't want to, like, talk and say too much. I'm going to stay quiet on plans that are unannounced, because I'm not aware what's been announced yet. Oh, that looks nice, actually. The way that blends into there. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. All I want to do is just kind of smooth out the bottom part of this, so. Okay, there we go then. Okay. The head's starting to really get some form now. Again, I'm going to redo the wrinkles a bit in more detail when we subdivide this guy, but for now... Deps, what do you think's missing from the head here? At the moment? Before I start to do the rest of the body. I think it's getting there. Is there anything you think needs adjusting or anything like that? Just shape-wise and general wrinkle bits before I move on to the rest of the body. Because, like, again, I can do the small wrinkles and stuff like that with alphas when it comes to actually detailing. I was thinking for general big forms, is there anything that looks off to you? Should we round the head more? Like, obviously I can make slight proportional changes. Can't think of anything else? Cool. Nice. He's looking kind of mean, actually, from the front. Like, kind of derpy and mean, if that makes sense. Like, he looks goofy as all hell, but in a good way. Cool. Alright, I think I'm almost happy with the back legs. I need to do some, like, skin bits down here and the pads on the underneath like I did on the front foot. The body is going to be the longest bit, but honestly, the body is just going to be 99% wrinkle and scale work, to be honest. How are we doing the back of the ANKY for scales wise? Did you want it like smaller kind of like scales in between the osteoderms, or did you want the whole back to be like small osteoderms with the big ones in the middle? For wrinkles, yeah, okay, cool. That's exactly what I was actually going to look at. Like, are we having our body rounded, or are we having like kind of like a ridge coming through? Because it's hard to tell from the actual drawings how we're going about that. Like, are we cutting off like here as like a wrinkle part here? Because I've seen two different versions of ankylosaurs. One of them's just perfectly rounded body without any big ridges, and then obviously there's the ones where it kind of cuts off a bit and moves from hard leather to like kind of normal skinish stuff. Flat interlocking scales. Okay. So, flat interlocking scales. Do you have any like real life inspiration for those, like from creatures? I can have a look at for reference. Just some stuff I can get for referencing. If at some point you can find some that you like, send them over just so I can put them on my reference board. Because I've got a few right now, but Oh, did you mean like the big flat kind of plated scales, kind of? Does that make sense? The interlock? Just trying to get a general idea through having a look at some images online. Like if I was to take this brush and just kind of cut down, no, not like that. If I just cut down the middle, kind of thing. It's not giving me the effect I want, but okay. So kind of like separating these out and then having the osteoderms in the middle, maybe. Is that kind of more what you meant? I mean, I'm not gonna attempt doing that yet. but I'll do that in a little bit. If that's what you meant, that's easy enough. I can start working on that. This kind of thing. I mean, we need to move some stuff around, obviously. Something kind of like that. As a, you know, general idea. Alright, yeah, no problem. That works. Reference always helps. I find it so much easier to work from images than descriptions. Ugh. I think Con was right. I do need a haircut. Jurassic World ANKY. Oh, can I have a look at Jurassic World ANKY? Is it really bad? Oh my god, it's hideous. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I haven't looked at this at all. This is awful. Why is it so hunched over like that? It looks wrong. I'm just gonna tuck the hair behind the headset so it's out of the way, because it's causing me problems. Okay. Yeah, Jurassic World ANKY is hideous. I don't ever want to go near that. Osteoderms are going to go in very last thing, actually. He's such a derp. I love him. Ah. Okay. Okay. So if we were to go for a general scale idea, I will find some scales to put on the body at some point. And we'll mess around with some until we find ones we like. I think for the rest of the thing now, let's slow down to get smaller. Yeah, I can do that with alphas. Just patch things up. I'm just trying to think what to do now. I think I might start merging the wrist scales onto the legs, because I think these front legs are pretty much done. You're not going to see too much of this wrinkle form underneath, and I'm just going to kind of exaggerate a bit of it here. but you're really not going to seal too much of it. So I don't want to exaggerate it too much so that it kind of takes away from the form. Yeah, it looks good. That's about as much as it would wrinkle there. Okay, I'm going to merge these on then. Hey, Chrono. Hi. Thank you. I mean, a lot of it is due to just the incredible base mesh I received, but yeah, if you want to have a look at the head, I've got the basic forms down. I've got the back leg mostly done, for the forms anyway. Front leg's actually almost done, I just need to add these scales onto it now. My problem that I'm having, just thinking about it, is this not going to be horribly, horribly painful to, like, to, retop? I mean, I won't have the time to retop this guy, I've just got so much going on. I'll be able to sculpt him, but to retop I have to hand it over to someone. But Chrono, you know retop, is this going to be horrible for someone? Should I do it without the scales for now? And send it through to retop first? Or, no, actually no, I can't do that, that doesn't work. Also, oh, arm scales there, okay. Should I attach them on now? And just start to work them in? You're the pro. Should I, like, dynamesh these onto the body now? And start to blend them into the body a bit? Or... I don't know, you know what you're doing more than me. Keep them separate until the end. Yeah, okay. I'm just wondering whether I need to merge them or not. That's the only thing. I could potentially do the retop, but I'm trying to think how to go about it. Whether it's worth just like finishing up the wrinkle detail, merging on the tail and working on the tail a little bit, and then scaling it up, or what. So we're just talking about some details for the scales right now before I go into finishing up some wrinkles. I kind of want to do a belly wrinkle. Yeah, I really actually do want to do a belly wrinkle. Let's do that. Let's whack the intensity up on this, and we're just gonna kind of from here draw a nice belly wrinkle going up. Wait. But the ones on the front, yeah, more spike-like, yeah. I see where you're going with it. So I kind of just want to... Yeah, okay, I'll do it right before retop. Let's whack up that intensity and just kind of... Why don't you just pull that right up and just kind of smooth it in. What do you guys think? Do you guys like having like this kind of skin fold here? Or do we not like the belly fold? You guys are the geniuses, I'm just doing the job. What do you think, Chrono? Belly fold, no belly fold? Well, it would help if I fucking had symmetry on. For some reason it was off, but you know, I can redo it. Just, do we like the belly fold? Do we keep it off? Does it add that extra bit or not? Okay. Cool. Let's have the belly fold. Let's make sure I've got symmetry on. They weren't too wrinkly. What about if I do like a really, really faint one then? What if I was to just take the GIO brush? Maybe up the size. And just kind of do like a really simple one. And I'll work off it. So just, give me a second. I've got a... It's not what I wanted to do actually. Come on. Look at Tachia. Okay, maybe look at Tachia. Ah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see. A lot of it has like one small belly fold. Okay. I'll do one belly fold then, so don't over wrinkle it. Just kind of one fold where, the way I see it, the way I kind of picture it, right, is like you would probably naturally get that fold from all the weight of this like heavy armor on the top and the skin on the bottom being lighter. I feel like it would weigh the skin down just a bit as they got older, likely, just slightly, and it would probably cause a slight fold here. But nothing too much because obviously it's quite tightly packed scales. It's not like light skin where it would fold easily. So it would need that kind of weight to make it fold. So I think maybe just one. I think just one small one. And maybe just put a couple little wrinkles on each side just to kind of show where it's folded. I think any more than that's going to exaggerate it too much. I think, really? Okay, not like that. I think if we come down, go around, and up. Yeah, something like that. It's really faint. And I'll just kind of merge it in. Lower this intensity. And then we can smooth it in. I think that's... Why is symmetry off again? I've done the fold now and the symmetry's gone. Oh my god. Why? I pressed X. Just stay on. Please. Oh, that's 0. Okay. Let's actually get it this time. What's the... It was like on 20, wasn't it? Some of you may be able to tell I haven't really woken up yet. And I've been up for 2 hours, so... Yeah, not good. Okay, and we'll just kind of now lower the intensity down to a 10. Kind of build it up a bit. So we can blend it nicely. Okay, and we'll just kind of throw that in there. So it comes off that leg. Right. And now, we can actually take this, up the size significantly. Just kind of come under it once. I don't want to go too much. Kind of go over that one as well. And faint it out a bit. Maybe not that much. There we go. Something like that should do the job. And then I'll just kind of add some little bits here, you know, some little kind of wrinkly bits that come off of this and kind of fade out, so you can actually see where it would fold. There we go. And from this, actually, we can probably come up into the wrinkles that we had before and just kind of exaggerate them a little. There we go. I think that adds quite a lot. Even if it's just a small bit, it does add a significant amount. I want to do the jaw wrinkles as well. Like where the jaw connects. I feel like there would be a little bit of wrinkling here. Something vaguely like that. I don't really want to connect it though. Nice. He's looking pretty mean so far. Right, I think I'm going to work on the tail now, and then work on adding the bits for the spikes to go in. Alright. So, club. I want to merge that into the body. Actually, I don't want to do that just yet, actually. Let's turn off body scales for now. Where is it? Turn it off for now. What are these? Tail scales. Yeah, they can come off. No, tail scales can actually stay on. Although they shouldn't be all the way down here. I'm going to lower this here, lower that there. Okay, is there anything else? What's on the back here? That's part of the club, okay. So let's just merge. No, let's not merge down yet, actually, I lied. Let's get the standard brush. For some reason I really like using the standard brush. Just to build up ridges like this. Okay, let's do one more. And then round the front as well. Yeah, that's kind of what we want. Holy shit. Okay, guys. Here, I'm gonna show you something. Actually, yeah. Let me just show this. So this is where Becca's up to with Ledu. Holy shit! It looks so good. Oh, I'm so excited for this guy. Like I said to Deps, oh sorry, I just said in the chat. I'm more excited for this guy than I am for like the other few creatures we've got because he just looks so cool. Look at this. So this is a protosauropod. Or I think that's what it's called. Someone can correct me, but yeah, there you go. That's what we got going. But yeah, I love it so much. Like Becca's doing crazy work with this. It's actually making me a little self-conscious about our ANKY boy here. But that's okay. ANKY's not going to be as wrinkly, so it kind of makes sense. But holy fuck. It's crazy. Okay, I want to get these foot pads in while I'm here. Prosauropods, okay. I'm getting there, Becca, but yeah, it looks so good. Fucking well done. Again, slightly self-conscious about my oh, I did that the wrong way. About my ANKY now, but it's fine. I'm sure he'll turn out okay. Oh, yeah. Well done, Becca. That looks nuts. Oh yeah, yeah. But increasing that torso length looks amazing now. By the way. Yeah, Plateo's really good. Faye made a great Plateosaurus. Like, seriously did. Okay. Kind of want to add a little bit of... No, I'll do that wrinkling when it comes to, like, scaling the dude. I almost said monster. I've been playing so much Monster Hunter. Okay, let's combine the club now. And let's get to work on this. So, geometry. I just kind of want to dynamesh this to, like, a nice level here. Let that do its thing. So this will probably be like 2-3 days. 100% think it's gonna be badass. I hope so. I hope so. I'll get there. It's just gonna take a bit of time for me to figure out how I want to do it. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Whoa. Whoa. Not sure what was going on there. Don't want to know. Okay, we're just gonna... We can redo some of the blending bits, so let me just up that size and just kind of smooth it all out. Thank you. Cheers, Becca. Have a good day. Enjoy your stream. Okay, so it's now all merged in. We just need to kind of blend things out. Looking fantastic. Thank you. I hope it turns out nice. It's going to be a few days till it's ready for retop, I think. But we'll see. Okay, so I kind of just want to cut into there. Just want to make sure everything's nice and separated. I mean, that scale is going to have to move. It's just in the wrong spot where it is. In fact, can I turn off tail scales for now? Yeah. I don't want them on there for now. I'm going to be able to see what I'm doing with the actual base shape. Alright, let's just smooth that out. Sharpen it again. Alright, so we're just going to cut into this for now. Okay. Frankie got the balls, indeed. Indeed. Okay, let's go right down and just kind of now build this out and smooth it. Build it out and smooth it. See, the underneath is the big part, because unlike most creatures, you're going to see the underside of this guy's tail quite a bit, because obviously he's going to be swinging it about like crazy. I've got to make sure the underside is just as high quality and just as, you know, correct looking. Because if he starts swinging that around, you notice something, yeah, it's going to kind of throw you off, right? So the underside's looking better. Again, we can touch this all up when it actually comes to coming back to this and detailing. So it doesn't need to be like beautifully perfect right this second. It just needs to be good enough. Let's move on. Which I think is about there. So club's done, body's mostly done. We need to do some underbelly wrinkles. I'm just thinking how to attempt to do some of those, because they weren't too wrinkly ankylosaurs, like we just agreed, me and Depps there. So I'm thinking maybe we just kind of keep it simple and just cut underneath here. And kind of just do some wrinkles going like along and in. I'm not sure. Yeah. And then just some wrinkles coming out like this. Because we want to follow this like spine bit here, right? So let's bring those out. And we just smooth those out. And it starts to really give that nice form underneath, I think. I think that's all we need to do wrinkles wise on the body. I really don't think it needs much more. I'm just trying to think of what else I could add to give it that extra bit. I'm going to add the body scales back now. so I can see with all the extra scales. I can already see that when it comes to this, I'm going to have to turn on symmetry and push that in and back. Just to make sure it doesn't look kind of silly. Which that looks good now. Alright, let's just check everything else. I'm going to add the body scales back in. Okay. I think what we're going to do is probably detail up these osteoderms and just fix up their positioning. Some of them are just in the wrong spot, some of them don't quite look correct. So let's just adjust these so that they're in the right positions and stuff. Like this, for example, far too close to the spike. Doesn't really line up nicely with the rest either. Want to make sure everything lines up nicely. Okay. I think that's good. Let's see what the team thinks about ANKY before I continue. Alright. Okay. I think it's time we grab these osteoderms, so the body scales, which consist of what? What is the body scales? Okay, cool. And I think I'm just gonna probably just subdivide them actually. Where's the subdivide option? Is it in geometry? Divide. Let's just divide them by 2 for now. And I'm going to start to give these a little bit of form. So what I'm thinking for the osteoderms is just kind of grabbing the dam standard and just over the middle, right? I kind of like the idea of that. Let me have a look at some references that Depp sent me. Okay. So they're more like, so if I start like this, kind of like that, and then just, if I just lightly smooth them out, not even that much, just lightly. Okay, that happened on both sides, good. Right, let's start at the top here. One of those, and smooth it. One of these, smooth it. Like that, and then in the middle, again, smooth that out. Okay, so that's kind of how I'm going to do it. It's just smooth and bump. And then I can actually figure out which ones look bad and fix them up that way. Okay, I kind of want to lower the draw size just to get that form a little nicer. But it's working. So again, do this, like that, and smooth out these edges like that. And it should, I feel like I need to up the size actually. Right. What I might do actually is just get the move brush and just kind of pull out the osteoderms to be a little bigger. Just some of them, you know. Can actually lower the draw size for some of them as well. I think some of them could do with being a little bit bigger. Like wider, you know. Some of them are just a little bit too small. And it's alright to have a slightly uneven shape on them. They don't need to be perfectly even, you know. It's good. Good. Okay, that should be good. I think with ones like this, we can just pull them more in. Well, that's good. I think these ones in the middle could do with being lengthened as well. Just slightly. Or widened, sorry. There we go. Hey Seagulls, how you doing, man? Alright. So, I think that's good. So I can almost merge these ones into the body at least. These ones I'll fix up later. Alright, we've got about 20 minutes left, guys, so I'm going to try and finish up these osteoderms and merge them to the body within those 20 minutes. So let me just lower the draw size a bit, and we're just gonna lower the draw size even more. I also meant to have Dan standard on. Up the draw size a bit, and cut, and cut, and we just got to keep cutting through these. I've actually got to lower the size a bit. There we go. And this just kind of adds that extra edge to them. No, they look a little ridiculous in some ways. So I think we're going to get the move brush and just push them down. Some of them just look a bit silly with how tall they are. Again, the silliness is not doing it for me on these. They're a little bit too high, a little bit too out there. Just lower them in. Like the ones on the tail aren't so bad, but they're still a little high. I think if they just matched in a little bit better, it would look a little nicer. So that's a bit better, right? They're flatter, they're less exaggerated. Reminds me of your sculpting days. Nice. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of pull this down a little bit as well. Alright, let's make this a bit bigger and just start to widen this a little bit. And then go back to damn standard, and we're just gonna cut down right down to a 7 and just cut through all of these. We can fix them up after, smoothing them out. I just want to get the form correct first. See, this looks wrong as well. Anyway, let's smooth these parts out so I can get a general idea of how they're going to look. Alright, yeah, it looks good. Ones like this as well, just cut straight across them and then smooth them after. And then with the move brush, pull them into a more reasonable shape so they don't look silly. With the move brush here, I'm just going to kind of pull this one in. So I think actually it's just too far out. We don't need to be that big. Pull that in. Good. And then do you know what? Go back to damn standard. Let's just cut across this thing with like a 4. And smooth out. Cut, smooth. Cut, smooth. And there we go. There's a more osteoderm like now. I think with these ones, what do I want to do? Do I want to cut downwards with them or across? I don't even know if I want to cut into them yet. Maybe I'll do that later. These can be formed properly later, but let's just do a quick cut through on them now. Cut, cut. Just cut through every single one of these. Just to give it that edge on it. Okay. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is quickly with the standard brush, just kind of go around all of these spikes like that, and then with a really strong smooth brush, clear out that like weird transition between spike and body, just so they stand out enough but don't look ridiculous. Like that. Again with this one, let's just up the size to like a 8. Go around it. Here and round. Alright, yeah, we don't have too long now, guys, so I'm just going to finish up what I can as quickly as I can. But it's been fun streaming, finally, doing some paleo stuff. I've not done this too much. And you know what? Streaming makes the process go a lot smoother and faster, and I can get some feedback on things. And people can see what we're working on live while we're doing it, so it's really fun. And it's always nice to be part of this paleo team. I originally got brought on just to do thank you. It's I originally got brought on just to do saddle work and maybe some armor pieces. I don't know if we actually discussed armor. I think it was basically just like accessories, skins, things like that. And I wanted to give creatures a go, so I asked Deps, and he said, "Okay, well you can give one a go." And I did Elasmo, and now I'm on the sculpting side, so I'm really enjoying it because I enjoy sculpting. But you know, I actually wasn't sure if I would enjoy sculpting. It's not something I was like really hyped up about doing, but I enjoy it a lot. No, I didn't do the Elasmo saddle. That was Loki. That was the person who did the base mesh for this. I don't know if you saw the EVO Rex saddle that we showed off. I did EVO Rex saddle. And I'll be doing, eventually when we come around to it, the crazy Giga saddle we have planned, which I cannot discuss much. I'll also be doing the saddle for this guy, for the ANKY, which I've highly requested that I do, because I really want to do it. Yeah, I did a few of these little things. I also did Cryptoclidus as well as Elasmo. So I modeled Elasmo and Cryptoclidus. I always forget I did Crypto as well. So yeah, and you'll be seeing Cryptoclidus probably quite soon. I think Crypto is going to be one of our earlier releases. Okay, so let me just do this little bit here, and then I think I'm gonna have to call it a day on this, guys. Because I've got to go get ready to leave for something. I'm gonna finish up these last little spikes and bits that go on them. So I really want to make them stand out. This month for crypto, okay. Yeah, I've been out of the loop while I've been away for like Christmas and stuff, so kind of just handed the stuff over to the guys and said, "Yeah, here it is. Do what you need to do." But that's exciting. Crypto this month. I mean, he's functional, kind of in game right now. Like he just about works. He doesn't have any like abilities or anything yet. But he's at the very least fairly functional. I think I'm happy to merge the spikes in now, or at least subdivide the spikes up a bit. So where are the spikes? Let's subdivide them up. So, geometry divide. Let's divide those a couple times just so it gets rid of that horribleness on them. I divide again. Oh, that just put the poly count up crazy. Let's just divide once, twice. 2 million polys, okay. I can work with that. And what I want to do is just smooth out these spikes. Okay, there's no smoothing out those spikes. Okay, fine. Whatever, fine. I'm just gonna get a progress pic for the guys over in the Paleo Discord, and I think we're gonna call it a day for the stream. But it's been really fun, guys. I've actually really enjoyed being on this with you guys today. Nope, let's get a better screenshot than that. Just grabbing screenshots for the Paleo Discord. You guys will probably get to see the screenshots once the rest of the team has seen them at some point. Like, it'll probably get announced for anyone who missed the stream. Okay, that's 4 screenshots, and I think we'll take one of these like kind of screenshots as well. Let's get a nice screenshot there. Okay. Alright guys. Well, thanks for hanging around. I'm gonna dip out. Hopefully you guys like the look of Anky so far. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, probably not. It'll probably be